anything about the camera setup.
Word.
Dang. All right, brother Puppet next to you.
Let's get it.
You'll be able to see yourself on this computer in just a sec.
Say no more.
This is like now that we're live, like it's sending out a notification, so people are
That's
popping
fire.
in right now.
That's
I'm gonna
super
give them
fire.
time to pop in. For everyone who was here waiting though, thank you. I appreciate everybody.
Facts.
This
Thank
is Q
God.
Talk episode 7 with Journell.
Sir.
Journell, Pierre. Now,
Yes, sir.
is that so? Is that did you make that last part? Or is that actually part of your name? The
That's
Pierre part?
like, let me put this closer to me. That's actually like, that's my first name. Like, so growing up, everybody called me JP.
Uh-huh.
And one time my friend Gary was just like, yo, that shit is a rap name. I was like, oh
He
shit.
was off rip with it. He's
Yeah,
like, that's
facts.
a rap name, bro.
Facts. And I used to hate it. So like, I don't know. It just felt kind of, I don't know. It felt right, like growing up and like embracing my name and shit like that. So
It's
yeah.
it's unique because like when I first heard the Pierre part, everyone was initially just saying JP. No one
Yeah.
was saying Journell Pierre. You know what I'm saying?
That's what everybody calls me.
It
Like
was
that's funny.
JP. So when I initially heard the Pierre, I was like, well, for initially I was like, I've never heard that. Like I've
That's
never
funny
heard
as shit.
anyone get called Pierre.
That's
And I
fire.
went to London, so I
That's
mean
fire.
that's more like a French name to me
Yeah.
hearing it.
Hell yeah.
But I went over. I still never heard anybody get called that. So
Damn.
someone told me that was what it stood for,
That's
I thought it
crazy.
was made up. I thought I asked you yourself. So I had to ask you myself, like, is it? Or is that
Yeah.
part of your name?
That's me. If anybody knows me like before music, you probably just know JP. So I don't know.
Yeah,
I
if you
stuck to
don't
it
know
as a
yet,
nickname.
it's Journell Pierre.
Yes, sir.
The JP is
What?
already cool, simple,
Fact.
but the cooler aspect of it is the Journell Pierre. If you
Facts.
didn't know, now you
Super
know.
facts. Thank you.
So you're gonna see the chat. I'm gonna show you what it's gonna look like.
Beskey.
Bang. Chat will be right there.
Beskey.
If you
Oh
what's you
shit.
look like, we look like that. I can bring.
That's
We
me.
got hella head space.
Facts. That's funny as shit. Look at me. Y'all need to be louder.
Oh,
Word.
I'll turn the mics up.
My fault. My voice is very. It gets very soft. Maybe I could like keep this up. I'm a tall boy. You're. You're. Yo.
That one's not on.
Oh shit.
Damn.
Bad John.
Tyler, need you.
Damn, JP goaded for real. Damn, you goaded, bro. Thank you. I didn't even see that. I just be rapping, bro. To be honest, I appreciate it though, for real.
Talking to mine now.
Yo. Yo. I'm gonna keep doing that.
Right now. Talking to it. Yeah. Hear me?
You know, all right. Talking to yours.
Yo.
All right.
Just gotta make sure yours is like
Not close
you
to
have a
his.
deeper, more
Yeah,
confident voice.
facts.
You just gotta make sure not to have it like right in front of your face.
Got you.
Because people won't be able to see your shit.
Say
Sorry
no
about the TV.
You good,
I can
bro.
move. We can move the couch up a bit if you want.
I'm cool, bro. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Chilling.
Yes, sir.
All right. Sounds louder than the other ones.
Fact.
Bad. All right. Cool. All right. Everybody good? Everyone can hear us? Cooling. So shout out Trade TV.
Fact.
That's your homie. I don't know who that is
I
actually.
don't even know who it
Trade
is, bro.
TV. Well,
Yo,
he's
if
the
you
one
still
who
here,
said you
say your
goated.
name, bro, so I know you are.
Yeah, say your name. The YouTube names don't match up most of the time. I know
Facts.
people be making these joints like back in the day, like it don't matter.
Real shit.
Then
I
they
was just
pop up
having
in
that
this
comment.
chat.
That's funny as shit.
Yo, Shay. Yo, Shay, you're a real one here every time. Major
So,
respects to you, Shay. Been a minute since I heard a new Shay pack though. Trying to tap in. Sprout's been working like crazy trying to hear that Shay X Sprout.
that's fire.
And then Sprout was going
Wait, that's the
crazy about us being
producer?
quiet.
That's the producer?
Yeah, I love
I think you
Shay.
showed me, yeah.
The last joint, like the last major joint that we did together was Sprout, and him did Terra Cupid.
Oh, shit.
Terra Cupid / Aqua Cupid. So that whole
Fire.
video was produced by Shay.
Damn,
Yeah, not video. The music. You know, what I mean the song.
that's fire.
All right. So now
Working.
that the link's out and we're starting, and the sound is all fixed up,
We in
I'm
this
officially
joint.
jumping into this, JV.
Let's get it.
All right, bro.
Q, baby, let's go.
I'm very excited to be talking to you. I mentioned to you,
Likewise, bro, for real.
mentioned it a couple times about like how I had these questions for you, and
Yeah.
I had this like talk in my mind already about like what I would ask you, because when I initially heard about you, it was from Sprout,
That's crazy.
which should be obvious,
Real
you know.
shit, real rap. Shout out Sprout, man.
And
Real rap.
he, you know, talked highly of you, said JP, like respect. Like I know he's been in the game for a minute. I listened to his music. He put me on, and he's like, yeah, definitely trying to get some work in. And this was before the New Year's concert.
Right.
So this was
Great
the release joint for the whole tape too.
Fact.
So he was just telling me like, yeah, I want him to perform. I'm going to have a song with him. I want to do the video with him. Like this is going to be good because I respect him from how long he's been in the game. So like, all right, off rip, my artist respects you. I look into you. I listen to your music, and I met you myself. And I'm like, wow, like, yeah, like everything checks out. But then what actually surprised me is the amount of people that came after. It was like, yo, no, JP's really that guy. Like I know Sprout already said it, but like we need to let you know, like what he's saying is all like stamps.
Yeah.
Like he's been out here for a minute, he's been putting out music for a minute, and it's all good. It's all 100% backed by him. You can like really learn from him through his music.
Yeah,
I mean, a couple names like Flacco at the
Flacco,
New Year's joint was like, yeah, I already know Bull. Like I've known him since back in the day.
Fact, bro.
And then Cash and everybody else who was there, even Eli, all of them, they were co-signing it. Like JP is that guy. So when I started hearing that and started putting together 2 and 2 and like listening to music, I'm like, wow, like I'm not gonna lie, sitting with you, bro. I'm pretty excited to be able to have like a platform to talk to you like on,
crazy,
bro. For real. Like I've been waiting to say this for a minute, but like for you to have that rep and for me to like hear that, because a lot of people, I'm not gonna lie, I'll hear pros, cons, you know, good, bad. Sometimes they work, sometimes not once out of everyone from whom I've had a conversation with about you has ever said like, nah, like the man doesn't work. Nah,
That's
the
a
man's
blessing.
not outside.
That's a
Nah,
blessing,
you know what I'm
bro.
saying? Like
Thank you.
I just had to give you your respects because I don't have too many conversations where people don't say a bad thing about a person.
Wow. That's
So
real shit, bro.
respect
Thank
to you, bro. Major respect to you. So this is the
Likewise,
current JP here.
Yes, sir.
Now.
I'm in this joint.
And I have a lot of questions for you. But first, I do want to know about the JP that started in the industry, like the JP that started in music. Like what started you down this path?
Where I first, like when I was like really young, like 4 years old, I used to like beatbox and like pop lock and shit like that. But
like heavy on the pop lock? Like were you the dance ball on the circle?
Bro, I used to watch like B-boy like videos and shit. I used to try like go on the floor and do little like freezes and all types of shit, bro. Like I was really into that shit, bro. Like I used to like draw and shit too. Fucking, but like I didn't really start like realizing that I could like rap until I was like 8 years old. Like I met my best friend who's literally my brother. His name's Isaiah Antoine. Shout out to him. He we met at 8 years old and he was like already rapping and shit. Like we're the same age. And he was just like real cool with it. You know what I'm saying? I was like, man, like I'm trying to do that shit too.
Yeah.
I'm getting a phone call.
Hey, they can call in. Let them know that they're calling you during the podcast. Call them out. Yeah, hey man, you live right now.
Yo,
bro, you don't even like some edible.
No, bro, I'm in a podcast right now, bro.
Oh shit.
You good? Shout out my boy Big Homie Side, man, for Crunch, man.
Hey, bro, I know you doing your thing, bro. Do your thing, bro.
Appreciate it, bro. I'm gonna text you.
Hey, I heard, bro.
But yeah, so
Yo, we can talk about that joint
Man,
after.
yeah, for sure, bro. Yo, if anybody got edibles, like, let my boy know, bro.
Yeah, he's looking, bro. See you in the chat. Drop that Eddie in the chat. We pull
real
it up.
shit. Fucking, so yeah, like, I was like 8 years old, and I remember we were at my crib one time, and like, to find instrumentals, we went on this website called
Meme.
Yeah, and this was like,
this is before memes was a thing.
No, yeah, like IMEEM,
Oh,
imeme.com.
meme.
Like, and we found the Chain Hang Low instrumental. And I remember this shit, bro. Yes, that shit is a classic, bro. I love that joke.
You just
bro.
unlocked a memory I didn't know I had.
I got a lot of those. We'll keep it a beat. Like, that time, like, that shit amazing. But like, I remember this was when I had just went from like going to a charter school to Catholic school. And I remember I started rapping about like the difference between the two and like how the kids were and like what I expected. And he was just like, yo, like, you hot. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
because at first I had no fucking confidence. Like, I was trash, bro. Like, but I did that shit, and then he would keep coming over a lot, and we would just be freestyling. Then like I got to like 6th grade, and I started recording on my laptop, like literally just like the built-in mic on the laptop shit. And we did a remix to Encore by Jay-Z and Eminem and shit.
Yeah.
And that's Jay-Z and Linkin Park. But we did a remix to that, John. And like, I didn't think my verse was that hot, but his verse was hot. I showed people, they said my shit was pretty good. Besides like the hook I did, I like turned the voice all the way up and shit. I was just
experiment.
Yeah, bro. I was 12, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was listening to Chipmunk shit at that time. I used to fuck with that shit heavy.
The album bulls?
Yeah, bro. Like, people used to do covers of them shits, bro.
Yo, that went viral for a minute. People deny this, but every single major song was redone by Alvin and the Chipmunks. They got Grammy nominations for it on the low.
Yo, shout out Alvin. I want to do
no cap. The Chipmunks went viral under everybody's nose. Got awards. I didn't believe it either until I looked it up, but they got legitimate awards for redoing songs.
That shit, wow. They had movies. They niggas went crazy with that.
That's the second memory you over here unlocking in my brain. Like,
bro,
damn,
I'll be real. Just be ready. Like, I'm like that boy, bro. I got like a lot of nostalgic moments in my life and shit. But yeah, like, so I will record a couple freestyles here and there. And then I got to high school, and my freshman year when I was 14, I put out a remix to Toot It and Boot It by YG and shit.
That one I don't know.
Bro, that shit a classic, bro. I love that song, bro. It's like, it's one of my favorite songs.
Yeah.
But yeah, I put that out, and like, I didn't really tell too many people, but somehow like word kind of got around school and shit that like I was rapping, and like a lot of people were telling me it was good. And like, I went to Roman Catholic, so like it's all boys, but I had a few friends that went to Hallahan, which was all girls, like down the street. And even they were like, yo, like, what the fuck? Like, you rapping now? You didn't even tell me, blah, blah. And I'm just like, word, yeah, I guess. You know what I'm saying? And from there, I just kept recording in my room. Like, I had a Rock Band mic, like, hanging from the fucking, this hook in my room in the corner and shit. I did a couple mixtapes on that, John. And
you would say right around, so you would say like 6th grade, you were, that's your experimenting, like into the recording yourself and putting out music. But like freshman year is when you were like, yeah, honestly, I'm gonna stay consistent. Like, I'm gonna make sure I get everything out. That's when you would say it started for you was freshman year. When people started catching on, saying, yo, you're rapping.
Fact.
That's
I was like, that's 10 years ago this year. Like, October is gonna be 10 years from the Toot It and Boot It release. So yeah, like, I've been at this shit for a little minute now.
The journey, I mean, it's a never changing thing from what I've learned and from what I've seen firsthand. So to have that much time behind you and to be in the game that long, you've definitely seen a lot of changes. You probably have seen way more people come in and out of it within that time frame.
Bro, I done seen a lot of shit, bro. Like, I done had an independent deal. Fucking that shit fell through because the owner, he passed away and shit. R.I.P. Terrell McLaurin and shit. But that's when I was like 16. Like, I done had like best friends, like, fell out with because my doing, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna sit here and say like I ain't made no mistakes, but like, I went through a lot of shit with this shit, bro. Like, I seen niggas blow up right in front of my eyes, you know what I'm saying? I seen niggas stay in the same spot. I seen niggas believe in themselves, overly believe in themselves, not believe in themselves enough. Like, I seen so much, bro, like in 10 years. And it's a blessing, bro. Like, on some real shit, because I learned a lot.
I was actually on my story the other day because I was sitting in my room. I was thinking, I was having like a little mental thing. Like, yo, like this journey's type crazy. And you know, you ever have those moments where it's like you have all the thoughts at once about what you've been doing and the good and the bad, but it's like an at once type thought.
Fuck yeah, bro.
And like in that moment, I kind of found like some bliss in it. Like,
that's
and I
fine, 'cause
posted
that's
up.
life, bro.
Yeah,
Like it's that happy medium. It's a word I hear a lot nowadays is duality, and like that's like the epitome of that shit, bro. Like the good with the bad, like facts.
There was an artist here last week that we went deep into the duality aspect.
Really?
Not last week; it was 2 weeks ago. It's Kid Carol. Her whole art is based off of duality.
That's fire.
And we dived into that conversation, and I'm glad you mentioned it too, because it really is essential to appreciate both ends of the stick to keep it like blunt, you know.
Amen.
Like
No shit.
if you can't really appreciate the bad, this ain't the life.
Fact.
This ain't the life for you.
That's a fact.
This shit can get hard. And just what you said right now, like you've seen a lot.
Yeah.
Is there? So I want to like focus more on the early JP because that's like something I completely missed. And I try to do my research. Like I try to go back as much as I can.
Yeah.
I was on your Apple. That doesn't go all the way back.
Yeah,
then I was on your SoundCloud, and I'm just not finding out. There's another SoundCloud
bro,
with a
there's
whole
low-key two, but I deleted the first one. Like I done ran through the time. Like real shit.
So with early JP, that SoundCloud area where everything's deleted, what were some iconic moments that you remember now? Like what part of the early JP journey that you still remember to this point? You're like, wow, like that was
so
a
what
memory.
What would classify as early JP? Can that just be like my high school years?
Yeah, it could be your high school years and even after that. I would say anything that isn't, let's say like your SoundCloud now, right? I'm not sure how far back it goes, but what happened before that? You know, because you clearly were inspired to start a new SoundCloud and keep it going. You know what I'm saying? So there had to be some good things that happened before then.
Bro, fuck yeah, bro. Fucking, I went viral like
yo
5 times, bro.
All right, yeah, I'm trying to hear this.
This was like, so I dropped a mixtape in 2015 called Not Trap Music, and at this point, I was building a buzz in Abington, which is like a suburb, like right outside of Philly, because Zay went there, Isaiah, and I had a girlfriend at the time who lived out there. So I spent a lot of time out there, and the music was going crazy. And I dropped a project, and a lot of shit happened for this project. Like, I went viral. I don't know if you remember when people were doing acapella like covers. There was like an app called Acapella and shit.
Oh, yeah, I remember the app,
bro,
but like my town wasn't like crazy in the music scene, but I remember that acapella app.
Bro, that niggas was going crazy with that joint, bro. And I did like 3 or 4 of them, and like they got like thousands of retweets and shit, like reposted by other people. Fucking, I don't know if you know who Anthony Fantano is.
The name sounds familiar.
He calls himself the internet's busiest music nerd. He does like reviews on YouTube, and he's fucking huge. But he tweeted out the link to Not Trap Music, and like that was like a big thing for me because like in high school, like I watched the shit all the time, bro. Like I fuck with you, like real rap. You seeing this? I really fuck with you, facts. But yeah, like that was really big for me. That summer I met Earl Sweatshirt at I was working backstage at Made in America.
Yeah,
bro. I was a security guard though on some funny shit, and like I kind of snuck up and like showed him my song and shit, and he was like, "Oh, this you," but like not thinking like I'm at a fucking music festival, so he can't hear my shit. Like he's putting the phone up, he's like, "But I can't hear this shit."
Yeah.
He looks at the cover, he's like, "Yo, this you?" I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "Damn, bro, like this fire." I was like, "Oh shit!" Like,
still, that's love that he gave you the time though.
Facts,
I mean, he might not have been able to hear it, but he
Real
probably,
shit.
out of respect.
And I really fuck with Earl, bro. Like our Future was like a heavy ass influence, bro. Like Tyler and Earl and fucking. I used to really fuck with Jasper and shit. He was funny as shit. But like and Taco, like all them niggas. Like
I fucked with Jasper too.
Yeah, bro. I fucking love Jasper.
Just see that man every time he geeked on camera, bro. Just had that smile. You know what I'm talking about?
Shit just made me laugh, bro. Like I love that shit, bro. But like that was really big for me. What else has happened? I mean, I met a lot of really good friends through this shit. Like I didn't expect that like a lot of my closest friends would be through like music. You know what I'm saying? Like people like I literally call brothers. Like Zay is someone I met like organically, but like the music brought us closer together. Like me and Sean, we trust. Shout out you, bro. Like,
shout out Sean, we trust.
Like one of my closest friends, bro. Like I've learned so much from him. Serato, that's another one. Like they're all like my brothers, and like to me, like even like the whole like the viral, all that shit. Like that's the shit that like really sticks out to me because it's giving me the most longevity. Like I kind of peep like you can go viral for a moment, and then like it's like if you don't do the right shit after that, it doesn't really matter. You know what I'm saying? Because like I went through like a whole mental health shit where like I deleted all my tweets. So like a lot of those videos aren't even up anymore.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But like it happened and like the people who were there, they know because like I used to like DM people like, yo, retweet this John, and like I don't know, that shit would just like I don't know, that shit would go up. And I think that's another thing that like really sticks out to me is just like being able to see people come together to like support me and shit. Like that shit means a lot, bro. Like for real. Like I think that's the most key thing. It's just like the people I met. And yeah, I mean that's probably it.
When it comes to those artists that are like coming to support you,
Mm-hmm.
You felt so you met them all through the music, right?
Yeah,
And
most of them.
most of these people you were meeting like through studio sessions. Were you doing concerts at the time yourself?
No, actually, I didn't start doing shows. So the project dropped 2015. I didn't start doing shows for real till like 2016.
Okay.
And like a lot of people I met through like Twitter, bro. Like me and Sean got cool through Twitter because he DM'd me. He wanted a verse and shit. And then like I don't know what happened after that, but like we ended up just being cool as shit. Fucking Serato, like
Started with a DM.
real shit,
What's
bro.
good?
Facts. Yo, that's a track, bro. It started with a DM. To be honest. Fucking yeah, bro. Like Serato, like me and Serato went to the same high school, but he went like after I had graduated type shit. But he's real cool. My boy JPEG. Shout out JPEG. And I don't know how he heard my music, but like he kind of already knew who I was. So like I guess that's kind of through music too, but like it's also more organic, you know what I'm saying? And like yeah. Wait, what was the question again?
I was just saying, like, for an artist when you're meeting people, like, what's your
Mhm.
way to connect to these other artists? I was wondering how you're doing it. Are
Honestly,
you
bro.
going? You heading out to these events? You weren't
Yeah.
performing until 2016.
Mhm.
So beforehand, when you were meeting these people, it's just through the internet, or you were
Yeah,
popping
for the
out.
most part, it was the internet. But like now, like I go to a lot of events. Well, I went to a lot of events. I kind of been like falling back just because I'm trying to get my life together and shit. But like I would go to events and like my thing is like people will tell you like, oh, if you want shows, go to shows. But what they won't tell you is you gotta find if you want shows, you gotta find who's throwing the show. You
Yeah,
know what I'm saying? Like find the people who are doing shit. And I kind of took that approach. I'll go there. If I had a homie who brought me there, if I knew somebody, I'd be like, yo, who threw this?
yeah,
And I'll go talk to them like Hashland. Like that's how I met Hashland and shit was because like I was at one of his shows, he threw it. No, actually Hashland brought me out to a show.
yeah.
But I think that's how I met Ruffin. Like I was talking to him. Shout out Ruffin too. He going crazy.
Mm.
But like I wanted to perform at this joint called TTV that they had. He was like, yeah, just talk to him. And King Sai, I think his name is. I can't remember his name. My apologies. But like I would talk to them and just like, build relationships, bro. Cause it's like a lot of people are like, they're scared to ask for what they want. You
Yeah,
know what I'm saying? And my thing is like, if you come with respect, they're gonna respect you like just for having that courage, bro. Cause like somebody like me, like I fight like real anxiety and shit. So like it takes a lot for me to like come out of my comfort zone and like tell somebody, yo, I'm rapping and like I would love to be on your stage. You know what I'm saying? So like that's just the approach that I take, just being genuine,
right.
speaking.
One, definitely, if you're trying to perform, learn who's throwing the events.
Real
Connect to
shit.
those people because those are people too who are out here really just trying to figure out who's trying to work. If you're not trying to talk to them, you're trying to find another way in. This is just advice for artists. If you're trying to find another way in without talking to the people who are actually doing it, you're not moving right.
Facts,
This is just
bro.
advice to artists. I'm glad you said that
Real
because a
shit.
lot of artists do watch this and trying to learn as well.
Facts, bro.
But the other
Real
thing
shit.
that you said that actually surprises me
Mhm.
is the fact that you are already aware of making yourself vulnerable in conversation to say, hey, like this is what I do.
Mhm.
This is how passionate I am about it. I would
Yeah.
love an opportunity. I would make the most of it. You were already aware, like, all right, this is me like opening myself up to the world.
Fact.
And with your music nowadays, like
Mhm.
from what I was listening to from 2016 up, from what I
Mhm.
could find,
Yeah.
you're very vulnerable in your music when
Hell
it comes
yeah,
down
bro.
to it. You
Hell
talk about
yeah.
mental health.
Oh yeah, bro.
You talk about losses, what it's
Mhm.
like to be in a state where you're like you feel like you lost. Like
Oh
you're
yeah.
very open in your music, and I want to know what like inspires that ability to be that open in your music. Like when you know you're putting your raw emotions on the track, what is going through your mind when you're like, all right, someone's gonna hear this?
Honestly, bro, like I say this shit a lot too. It's like the mic is my therapist, bro. Like I do real therapy too. But like this shit, like a therapist is really just a professional listener.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Someone who knows how to listen to what you're saying, but they'll give you insight. You say something to the mic, that shit is not going to judge you. It doesn't have insight, bro. It's just ears. You know what I'm saying? That shit going into my ears. So like what I do, like especially nowadays when I come to the mic, bro, like I don't write my shit, but I'll think like the day before or like the hours leading up to the session, like how do I feel? Like what's really going on? You know what I'm saying? And then
Mm-hmm.
like I just say that and throughout the record, bro, because it's like for me, like it was a lot of times where I felt like I didn't know who I was. I felt like everybody else. You know what I'm saying? And like, you know, painting that picture with the mic just really helped me like paint and manifest like the man that I want to be.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So like I respect it, bro. I respect the shit out the mic because like it's almost like it's almost like writing a story, you
Right.
know? But like they say that like you can speak shit into existence, you know? So like I'm like, well, my job is literally speaking over a beat. So like let me speak the life I want into existence. Let me speak, you know, the problems that I'm working through, you know, and get through them. Cause like that shit is key. Like that shit's super key.
Mm. In your songs, so people listen to your songs and they hear you being vulnerable, if you hear you being open, they can, for a fact, know that that's what you were thinking about in the moment. Like
Hell
that's what you're
yeah.
going through now. So when
Hmm.
people are listening to your music,
Real shit.
that's that JP in that moment.
Yep. Right there. Like literally like I had a song, um, it was I was talking to a girl and she ghosted me and I really liked her. And literally I started thinking cause like I'm a very humble dude, you know, and I try my best to be like wholesome, you know what I'm saying? Like
Mm,
faithful, all that shit. And it's like, you know, I start thinking like, damn, like maybe that's not me. Like maybe I'm not meant for love. Like maybe I'm too good, you know?
mm,
And like that song kind of came out as like, what I say? Maybe I'm just not meant for love, or maybe I'm just no good to love, or maybe I'm just not ready for love, or at least I'm not as ready as I thought. Cause
mm,
like that's really what I was thinking, bro. Like real shit. And like talking to Sean, he's like, bro, you're obviously meant for love. Cause like look at the type of person you are and look at the people you manifest into your life. You know what I'm saying? Like you are meant for that. So like I use that record to like speak that shit into existence. You know what I'm saying? It's real shit. Yeah.
because I'm like thinking about songs I listened to today, and I'm
Real
like,
shit,
damn,
bro.
like listen to taking a pause. Listen to JP's music. If you're in here
Please,
and you
thank you.
haven't listened to JP, or maybe you listened to him before, but if you haven't listened to him in like the past 2 days, change that right
No,
now.
real rap, bro.
Change that
Turn me
right now.
on,
Listen to
man.
this conversation and go back. Because I'm
Turn me on, turn me
I
up.
wish I could just name certain tracks that I'm thinking about off
Yeah.
rip, but like titles leave me. It's like lyrics that stay with me.
Mm-hmm.
But you got
Same,
the thing that's actually the tape that's actually on my mind the most right now is a
Mhm.
loose tape.
Ooh, yeah, that's a good job.
That was a real versatile tape because
Thank
you
you.
really showed that you can be vulnerable,
Mm-hmm.
but then you also use your voice. You have this deep tone to your
Yes.
voice. So most
Right.
people, might use that for like the grunge music or whatever.
Yeah.
But like if
Mhm.
anyone listens to JP's music, there's not really guns,
Yeah, I don't really
violence.
talk about that shit,
I don't even
honestly.
I don't think I even hear you talking like saying the word
If
bitches.
I really like, I honestly, I try not to say bitch because like I live
Mm.
in a house with all women and shit. Like
And
that
respect
shit,
to all women,
real
by the
rap.
way.
Like, and like if I do talk about guns, it's not like I don't have a gun, you know. But like I live in Philly, and it's like you know, a lot of people do, and like I really just talk about like you know the shit I've seen, the shit I come from, you know, like people close to me, people not close to me, like
Mhm.
shit like that. For real, for
Yeah,
real.
you even mentioned in your song. You said like, I got friends who
Yeah.
in the gangs, killing,
Mm-hmm.
stealing.
Fact.
But you also mentioned like they're not happy about it.
Exactly.
Like you're
That's
real
real
with it.
shit,
And I
bro.
like and listening to the song and knowing that you have this deep tone to your voice and you're
Mm-hmm.
not out here actually trying to like push out grunge music, but you're using your voice to
I do have some like screamy shit, but like I'm kind of off that wave now.
you gotta tell me in.
Yeah, bro, for sure, bro. When I was like 19, bro, I was an angry nigga, so like I just used to scream on the bike and shit.
Definitely trying to see what the scream
Hell
JP
yeah, bro,
is, because
I'm
a mosh boy. You see me at a couple joints. I'm a mosh boy.
I used to be heavy in that. My knees, I'm trying to be fucking up now. I'll be like, man, I'm gonna leave that for y'all. I'll get in like, for like one or two homies, but I gotta like, I can't do it for every joint like the way I would want to. You know what I'm saying? But like, nah, that's real shit.
The thing that impresses me the most is how you can be melodic with your voice.
Yeah.
And then you can go to straight bars. Like no one will think about the deep undertone. They'll just be like, no, that's just JP. They're not thinking about the fact that your voice stands out. It's the fact that is your voice. You know what I'm saying? I haven't heard anyone else really using that deeper undertone around me. Maybe people way out, way out in the cut. But like you specifically, bro, your voice, the way you use it has respect for me. There's certain songs. Damn, I want to pull them up, but no one will be able to hear it. Where you were switching up the flow style, and it was almost like, yo, like you're on a song featuring JP. JP featuring JP.
Drake said that. She said every song sound like Drake featuring Drake. That shit fire, bro. Like
so,
real shit.
What kind of things do you do to experiment with your voice? Like, do you yourself hear your voice and think like, this is unique? I gotta make sure I'm putting this to use.
Honestly, yeah, bro. Cause like I used to not really like my voice. Like, believe it or not, I used to listen to my voice and think that it was too high. And I'll be like, I don't like it. Or like it's nasally and shit like that. But like what I do, I study other genres of music, like genres that are key to like my type of voice. You know what I'm saying? Like where people like me thrive in. Like I've been listening to a lot of opera. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, bro, like Andrea Bocelli and shit. That nigga dope, bro. Yeah, bro. Like, cause like being able to carry that, like you can even hear when I talk, like that bass, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, and coming from hearing shit, like I learned shit like that. And another thing I do is I actually like I watch cartoons and like people got peep that's vocal acting. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of the voices, bro, like Homer Simpson, very distinct voice. SpongeBob,
I'm thinking about Goku
voice.
actually, that bull, because he was talking about like he had to practice before his screams, his Kamehamehas. Like that shit's not like
real shit, bro. And like screamo, bro. Like niggas will fucking scream till their fucking throats bleed, bro. Like my boy fucking Gory told me that. Gory Taylor, he said, bro, I used to really do this shit. Like my throat will be bleeding, like, but like I wouldn't do that shit because like I'm not really screamo boy. You know what I'm saying? But like, yeah, bro, like I do that shit. I do vocal exercises. You know what I'm saying? Like before I do every verse, I'll do that shit, like get my shit warmed up and singing. It's another thing, like learning how to learning what keys sound good with my voice. Like I know for a fact that like my voice is deep, so if I go in a falsetto that's higher, it sounds crazy because my voice is already deep. So it's about like studying yourself and listening to yourself, and it's not about what you want it to sound like. It's about embracing what it already sounds like. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit real shit. Like somebody told me that shit, like somebody real important, and fucking that shit was thorough because I was like, damn, like that's the shit I needed to hear. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it goes back to the duality part. Like if you were just hating on your voice, but not appreciating the good aspects to it, who knows if you'd be sitting right here?
Real shit.
Because like I can't really say too many cons because of what I just said. I listen to your songs. You put your voice to use.
Thank you, bro.
You put it to use.
I try, honestly. Like I love it, bro. Like I told my boy, I said I'm not like a lot of people be like, I'm not a rapper. I'm an artist. I think I'm a musician. And like my voice is my most powerful instrument. So I might as well learn to be like the best that I can be with that shit because it's not gonna change. It's mine. It might change as I get older, but that's another thing where I have to learn. Like, I might start talking like this and shit. Like I always wanted to be like that old head with like the like husky voice and shit, but like, it's about going with the times.
You mentioned singing.
Yeah.
You actually just put out a snippet of your cover of Alicia Keys.
Yeah, Fantasia
drum, my bad.
She snapped on that.
I said Alicia Keys. Wow, I'm terrible, bro.
I fuck with Alicia too, though. Real shit.
I don't even know why I said that because
No,
I just
you
read
good.
the drum.
You good.
But you just put that out and you're singing on that drum, bro.
Bro, I be singing my ass off, like low key. Like I fuck with singing more than rapping. I'm just better at rapping, so like I do that shit more. It's more comfortable for me. But
really, so you prefer singing?
Yeah, I started singing before like rapping. Like me and Zay used to have like little singing battles. Like we would sing and be like, "Yo, I sing better than you," and he was like, "No, you sing. No, I sing better than you." And like we would go to our moms and be like, "Who sing better?" Bro, like shit like that, bro. Like real shit.
It got
bro.
deep. It got
Hell
deep.
yeah, bro. I love pop music. You know what I'm saying, like pop, R&B, dance hall. Like that's really my shit. Like that I really fuck with. You know what I'm saying?
I take you for a Chris Brown boy. You fuck with Chris Brown?
Bro. Chris Brown, T-Pain, all that shit, bro. Like real shit. I fuck with that shit heavy. Like especially because I was dancing. So like, I used to look at them niggas and be like, "Oh shit!" Like real rap. Like I used to love them niggas. Like no kizzy.
I was thinking about the wall to wall joint. I was watching other interviews, but I was
bro.
like, "Damn!" It was someone like that memory for me in an interview I was watching. OGM with Sofego. Shout out them. But what you would call it? That wall to wall joint. When I first saw it, this was back when like everyone was watching Music Choice on TV, like because we didn't have everything yet to access all the videos and everything. Every time Wall to Wall came on, bro, I jumped downstairs and I was just like,
bro.
Like that was a main joint I would start getting down to.
And like Run It, I used to fuck with Run It super heavy, bro. Like, I got a whole 2000s playlist of just like all this shit. Like it's probably like 200 songs in the bitch. Like I just be playing that shit like from rap. It's like 2000 to 2010, from like Chris Brown to like Chief Keef to fucking Alicia Keys is on there. I got some Drake on there. I got like
for like major industry artists. What's the first names that come to your head when it's like who influenced your music?
Honestly, first and foremost, I'd probably say Michael Jackson. Like from a young age, bro. Like, cause like my stepdad used to play a lot of that shit, bro. Like as a young boy, I used to fuck with him. And then like I'm Haitian, so like Haitian music is called compa music. So like that shit is like a big key because it's like it's real smooth. You know what I'm saying? Like I like that shit. When I was a young boy, I used to be heavy on Lil Wayne. I used to love Lil Wayne. Fucking,
I was on that same boat,
bro. Yeah, bro.
Like Lollipop Times,
bro.
With Fireman.
I used to be on YouTube just looking up like new Lil Wayne 2009, like real rap, bro. Just like
it was like that,
real
it was
shit,
like
bro.
that.
Like
Bull had everybody looking his
shit.
name up
Real
before
rap.
like people were going viral like that. Like Lil Wayne,
man, like
you wanted to hear that new Wayne track.
Real shit, bro. Like fucking another one's Cudi. Like that was the first rapper I actually like got on was Cudi. My summer camp counselor gave me a CD and shit, and I think it was Man on the Moon, and I heard like Solo Dolo and like Heart of a Lion. I was just like, damn, like this nigga crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like I fucked with Ye heavy, Kendrick, J. Cole, Drake, Wale. Like that was probably my most influential time was like them four. I used to listen to them a lot. Gambino, Nipsey, Chief Keef, fucking Ed Sheeran and Adele, like heavy, bro. Like I fuck with that shit. Like that, like they were my favorite singers for years. Like still my favorite singers, honestly. Like
major respects to both of them. Like they're singing on their tracks. Like they're on there like raw emotion,
real shit,
talking about what's really going on. Like they're not towards the pop. I wouldn't even put them in a pop category.
Bro. It's like I guess it's like alternative. Like I don't even
like they're in their emotions.
Know, bro.
Like
yeah, bro. I used to fuck with that shit like super heavy.
You know, like Sam Smith. You like Sam Smith?
I was never like super onto him, but like when he first came out, I definitely fucked with like a couple tracks. Like heavy.
I have to admit, like for early on when I heard all the Ed Sheeran and Adele music, like because they were before Sam, I'm pretty sure, and I heard it. And I knew I liked it, but I didn't know I liked it. It wasn't until Sam Smith came out, and I was like, wow, like nah, this is the music I want to feel. And I went back to appreciate those artists.
Yeah, that's a super fact. Like they go fucking wild. I love them.
Now visually for JP, like your image, when it comes to these videos and everything that you're releasing now, what's like the creative process that you put behind your music videos? Because Unleash the Beast, that was like a cinematic genre, bro.
Thank you, bro.
That was like I felt like I was watching like an old like black and white movie.
Yeah, that's
almost like a Frankenstein vibe. You know what I'm saying?
Crazy, real rap.
And I was like curious, what made you think that was the video that needed to be made for the song?
So honestly, like right now, like I have my boy Gary Thompson, who I started rapping with him. Like he actually used to produce for me, but now he goes to USC for cinematography. And yeah, bro, he's fire. And you know, he came to me. He was like, "Bro, I got a Black Magic. This joint shoot 6K. Let's start shooting." And I was just like, "Bro, like, let's do it." And like honestly, like I do put in some input. Like I'll come up with like a vague idea, and then I just let him just like direct, bro. Cause like, excuse me, like a lot of the shit, like the one take aspect, like that's all him, bro.
Yeah.
Like for real. And then like the cinematic shit, like, yeah, I could put my input, but like he's really like a fucking genius with that shit, bro. So it's like I just kind of let him do his thing, bro, because this nigga is like he's a
Major
real
respects
artist,
to
bro.
him.
He
Major
talented as fuck.
respects. I really
Thank
felt
you.
like I was watching like a movie.
Yeah, shout out to Gary, bro. Like real rap, because that nigga be snapping, like for real.
When it comes to content, other than videos that you're putting out, what is
Mhm.
like? What's the process for that? Like pictures or
Um,
snippets? Do you think in the moment? Are you in the moment with those? You're like,
Yeah.
yeah, I need to put something out, or do you put more time behind it? Like, all right, I'm gonna put this picture out in 2 weeks or a week.
Honestly, like
I'm gonna get this step out.
with pictures, I kind of just throw them out, bro. Because
Mhm.
like my thing, like I'm not really an image boy. You know what I'm saying? Like I watched this Beyonce interview, and she said like, you know, back in the day, like nobody cared about like what Aretha Franklin was wearing, who she was dating, this, that, and the third. It was just the music, you know. And like with me, like I want my music to speak for itself. So like honestly, like right now with content, like I'm just putting snippets out, bro. Because like since my last project, I've recorded like close to 300 songs. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And it's like I have a lot of shit in the tuck, and that's what I do. I work, you know, and like another thing that I'm doing now is like comic strips on like mental health, you know, and like bettering your
You
mental
put out a
health.
preview to that, didn't
Yeah,
you?
bro. I put out a couple actually. Like I think I put out two for like this series that I'm working on called Good Things Happen.
Yeah.
And then I have one out for Unleash the Beast. And I'm working on like a bigger John, but like
And that's
that's like
all
down the
you?
line.
That's 100.
No, not all me. Like
Okay.
I'm working with my boy Mike Check on that John. Yeah, he's fire. I've actually worked with a couple different artists on it, but I found him on this app called Fiverr. So like I don't really remember the names and shit, but
Shout
like
out Fiverr,
oh, and
actually.
E.O. Lerman. This nigga is crazy, bro. Like he does like animations, like all types of shit, bro. Like he just did a video for Ronnie Riggles.
Yeah.
That shit bananas, bro. But yeah, like I try to work with like as many artists as I can. Like I really fuck with like, you know, other people working off my work, you know, like rather than just me just putting shit out. Cause like the whole point is for me to be a platform. So like if I can be a platform and highlight somebody else and maybe get them to the next person, like that shit love. I mean, like that's really what I'm trying to do.
That's a big one. A lot of people will, get that like a real good opportunity to show off themselves through your music, and it only adds to your music at the end of the day. We were actually talking about like making the music last past the drop moment. You know.
Hold on 1 second though. I
Go
gotta
ahead.
pee, bro.
Oh, you know where the
I've been
bathroom's
drinking
at?
all this water. Yeah,
You're
bro.
chilling. You're
My
chilling.
fault. Yo, also I'm trying to lose 60 pounds this year. So if y'all see me slim down, y'all gonna know why, bro. Shout out to the
Aron
water.
Belsista says JP always a legend. Aron
Oh,
Bellish.
that's my boy Ron, yo. Shout out to Ron, bro. I love you, bro. You a legend too. Let me go pee real quick though. I'll be back.
You know, Sprouts geeking everything at every conversation.
Bro, I be seeing him. I wanted to shout him out, but I didn't want to like.
When you come back, guys, this is your time to put in some questions. If you have anything you want to ask JP, start loading up the chat for when he gets back. I appreciate everybody who's here right now. JP's taking a bathroom break, so just be in the chat. Some of y'all probably saw what I put on my story yesterday about the journey and just appreciating everything. And I wanted to talk to you guys about it. But honestly, this is a great opportunity to hear somebody else who's been through a way more experiences and a way longer journey than myself. And I was way more excited to hear about JP than talk about myself. So that'll be a conversation for another day when I don't have 6 or 7 guests lined up. Shout out David Bailey. I'll make sure he knows. Ooh. Ooh, so this is announcement time. True. Go stream Germantown Dreams by Sprout Hardy. Filmed by Phantom's Rage. Edited by Love Kills. Who else I want to shout out? Shout out Gabe Rosenfield. Shout out Gabe. I don't know who else I want to shout out right now. Shout out Tyler Price for effects. Shout out Underground Productions. Chirp, chirp, chirp. Yo, I just copped Mad Playboy yesterday too. I keep seeing that joint tough.
I didn't even know they made clothes.
Rosenfeld. I said it wrong. Gabe Rosenfeld. You ever met Gabe?
Gabe, I definitely know that name from fucking Instagram.
Yeah, he had his Sprouts videos. Yeah, David Bailey goaded you twice.
Yeah, he's an overthink. Shout out HBC, man. Where we're at. My brothers.
Rosenfeld Sprout. Rosenfeld. He's like coming at me. I was shouting people out. I said Rosenfield. He won't let me sleep if I don't correct myself.
Hey man, he's staying on this shit though. That's fire.
He be on it.
Yeah, right.
All right, now I'm about to jump into some more current JP.
Let's get it.
Good things happen.
Yes, sir. They do.
That's your clothing. Not even just a clothing brand. I would just say it's just your brand coinciding the JP name.
Bro, right now, like I got like real big plans for that. Like I was gonna do clothes, but like I had like a whole like mental breakdown, bro. Like manic episode. Like I actually just got out of the hospital for depression, like fucking like last week and shit. But like now, like honestly, like I want to turn that shit into like a mental health like center, just program for niggas, because it's like I feel like niggas we don't talk about that shit enough. And like it's crazy because like nowadays it's almost taboo. You know what I'm saying? Like depression and like hurting and shit. Like I talk about this shit with my homies. I was just talking to Sprout about this shit. And it's like I want some shit that's really gonna help niggas see like those better days that everybody talks about. You know, like help a nigga get a job, help a nigga go to school. You know what I'm saying? And be ready to do that. Be ready to sustain that shit. Cause it's like, you know, when I'm in the hospital and shit, like I've been to like the past like 6 years, I've been in the hospital like 10 times for this shit. But it's like, you know, the whole point for me going in there is like, I don't want to go back, you know? But like sometimes you have to. And like if I can like provide something, like even like build my own hospital or some shit, like a mental health hospital or some shit, like to like, you know, really give niggas longevity. Really give niggas longevity and like, you know, bettering themselves. Like that's really what I want to do with this shit, bro. Cause like good things happen is something I created, because it's like that's something that we forget. Like in hard times, it's like, yo, like, you know, bad shit might be happening, but good things happen too. You know, and actually more so than bad when you really open your eyes, you know, and you manifest that shit. But like that's real shit. Yeah.
That's definitely real shit, bro. Like
Thank
for
you.
real.
I appreciate that shit.
Going from JP and like how the music and the mic is like your therapy.
Yeah.
That's your moment to like come into your reality and understand yourself, and then having a brand to coincide it so other people can find their way to get that feeling.
Oh yeah.
That's real shit, bro.
Thank you.
And you mentioned yourself, like that's such a soft topic to speak on. I feel like people try to mention it and try to get into it, but and this is all opinionated, but I do feel like it hits a wall.
Yeah.
When it comes to especially music, like people will mention it. People will say, yo, I feel this way. I mean, look at Juice and everything. But like when it came to actually like that step after to say what you should be doing, if you feel like this, what I did that helped because I felt like that, I don't see those conversations being had. Everyone wants to admit like, yo, I feel bad here, or I get stressed out from this, and I fight my demons too. Everyone wants to admit it, but it's almost to the point where it's like everyone's trying to get on that boat now. But where's the point for the people that are on the boat,
bro?
Is to get off of it.
Exactly. Like my thing, like I listen to a lot of these rappers and like I fuck with Juice real heavy, and like, you know, I listen to a lot of bro, long live Juice, bro. Like I listen to a lot of artists that deal with depression, you know, and especially when I was going through my depression, and it's like all I was hearing was just a lot of questions. Like, you know, why am I here? Why, you know, just why? And it's like, bro, like I want to give answers, you know, because it's like, bro, somebody has to lead these kids, bro, and like let them fucking know, like first of all, like depression is not cool, bro. Like it's not cool to feel bad. It's not cool to want to cry. It's not cool to want to kill yourself, bro. Like, and this is coming from somebody who felt that way for years, bro. And it's like, you know, what happens after that? You know, like that's the real question, bro. Like where do you go? You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's why, like, you know, I'm open about my shit, bro. I went and I got fucking help, bro. Like, I literally checked myself into the hospital like 2 weeks ago, bro, because I knew that I'm not at a good point right now. I want to live a long, happy, healthy life. So why not go to somebody who studied the shit for fucking 8 years or whatever the fuck, bro? And like, I understand like a lot of people don't really agree with like, medications or doctor prescriptions and this, that, and the third. But it's like, man, like I tried a lot of shit, bro. Like I tried some drugs, like nothing crazy. Like I tried like, just little shit. I tried fucking, being out, fucking chilling and, all day with the homies and, drowning, drowning myself in music. My fault.
You're chilling, man. You're
I'm
chilling.
bad. I'm fucking like drowning myself in music and fucking, just trying to like mask everything that was really going on. And it's like, bro, like slow down. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm 24 and I felt like I was fucking 50. That shit not cool.
Mm-hmm.
That's not where I want to be. Like I want to get to 50. And when I get to 50, I want to be able to look back at 24, at 25 and be like, damn, like I get it now. You know what I'm saying? Like I like bro, like it's a lot of kids, bro. Like kids will fucking, I know niggas who trap. Like shit, I sold a little bit of weed, you know what I'm saying? Like, cause I thought, maybe if I get, this type of money, it'll help me. But like, nigga, like when it came down to it, I was really just smoking for free. You know what I'm saying? Like this when I was smoking weed like every day. And it's like, bro, like that shit not it, bro. Like what I've learned is like putting your mind to shit, bro. Like, whether it be music, fucking school. School really helps you, bro, because that shit teaches you discipline. It teaches you time management. It teaches you the importance of fucking like learning something, bro. Like a job. A job will keep you out of the streets, keep you out of your crib, and most importantly, out of your head for 8 hours, for 4 hours, whatever the fuck. Like you got to commit to shit, bro. Like, and I think that that's the shit that like niggas are scared to talk about, bro, because like niggas think it's lame, this, that, and the third, but like all the niggas I know with like the real bread that's getting cribs and getting cars and all this shit, them niggas work jobs. Them niggas work jobs, them niggas might have went to school. Like, bro, I know niggas went to school making like 60K a year, 100K a year, whatever the fuck, bro. And it's like, bro, why not? Like, why the fuck not? Like, my thing is, I tried it this way for so long. Let me try it that way now because this shit didn't get me farther. So I gotta change something. I'm still me at the end of the day, but I gotta change something on my path to just, get something different out of it. You know what I'm saying? Like real rap.
Real rap. And I'm a big advocate for the youth.
Same, bro.
Like
Real shit.
they're it took me a minute to like really accept it, but they're always watching. Like they're watching
Fact.
us. They're not worried about the generation above us and what
Yeah.
everybody else say or what's in their history books. Like they're only worried about how the pools that are like right above them, how are they doing in the world? Because
Fact.
I'm right there.
Facts.
And
Real shit.
it's like it's a real big thing that you're mentioning this and
Yeah.
you're talking like this right now because you've been in the game for as long as you've had. You've experienced almost every route when it comes to like make sure you're good in the game, you're living all right, every single aspect. And even now you'll still say like, there's still another way to do it. And like one of those ways is the more so learning. And I'm not saying like don't do everything to a T or I'm not saying do everything to a T when it comes to school, but you can take advantage of understanding time management. You can take advantage of understanding like how to move your numbers, how to make numbers go up for you because that shit goes into money. Money's just numbers at the end of the day. How do I turn my 1 into a 2? It does not trying to say like flip type aspect, but at the end of the day, if you know how to move your numbers, it'll get you farther in life. So for you to say this after going through everything you've gone through with the music industry and still be able to say this right now, I really hope people who are looking up to you, because there are people definitely looking up to you. They could take advantage of that knowledge and like use that now. And I'm a big advocate for the youth. I hope like people talk to the youth this way, that there's options.
Facts, bro.
It's not one route,
shit, bro.
but there's
Everybody
options.
got a different route. Like no matter how, like my boy told me this shit the other day. Fucking my boy For My Road. He said, bro, it's gonna come a time in life where you're gonna see like the people closest to you, like no matter how like you guys are, like you're you and I'm me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And like, even if you guys end up taking the same route, you go to school together, whatever the fuck, blah, blah, like you don't know what's going through that person's head. You don't know, what they're dealing with. You don't know why they're going to school. You don't know, what they're getting out of it. And it's like, stay within yourself, bro, and like love yourself. Like I know that shit is so cliche, but like literally, like it makes it so easy. Like love yourself enough to fucking I keep burping this shit, I should draw. But love yourself enough to like educate yourself. Cause that shit like don't like that's something to really be proud of, bro. Like education, bro. Like, and education comes in all forms. like just love yourself enough to educate yourself and commit to something, because that shit is gonna get you so far, like for real.
I'm also an advocate for YouTube University.
Facts. Yo, YouTube got bro.
Everything.
I learned how to mix vocals. I learned how to rap on YouTube, bro. Like niggas don't. I used to look up like how to get my flow better, and niggas would teach me little exercises with like A-B rhyme schemes and multi-syllabic rhymes and all this shit. Like, bro, the internet, we have all the answers right there.
Literally.
Like on my fucking phone. Like I don't know where my phone is,
need
bro.
the whole laptop. You can have bang.
Everything you want to know is here. Like it's literally right here. Like you just gotta love the shit, bro. Cause it's like that shit, like it's crazy. Like it's really crazy. Like just tap in.
Honestly. But you gotta that first part is still so important. Like if you don't love yourself, love what you're doing, you're not gonna look into it. If you don't feel passionate about what you're doing right now, take a step back and figure out if that's what you want.
No shit.
If that makes you happy, if that makes you love yourself.
That's a fact.
You like
that's a super fact.
So oh wow. This is gonna be more of like a chill conversation about
I'm getting mad, like fuck.
You recently
shit. Like that shit funny as shit.
You recently quit actually smoking weed.
Yeah.
What brought about that decision? Because for me personally, especially being around the people I'm around in Philly, that's a hard thing to do. That's a hard thing to do.
But I got put in a position where I had to. Like, that was some real shit. Like, I love smoking weed, bro. Like, I still smoke CBD from time to time, bro. Like, just because I love the whole aspect of rolling up and all that shit. But it's like, for me, like, first of all, like, my bipolar, like, I live with bipolar disorder and shit. And that shit doesn't help that. It actually enhances my sadness. And instead of masking it with that shit, I'm trying to embrace it. That's number one. I wanted to quit for a long time. And I'm also diagnosed fucking schizophrenic too. And I know that shit wasn't helping, So like, cause like I was smoking, like I would just hear shit, bro. And just like, I wasn't like that when I was sober. So I was like, all right. But on some funny shit, I was at work and I smoked at work, like on my break and shit, just dumbass shit. And I came back and I literally like couldn't feel my leg, like real shit, bro. Like this part of my leg, I don't know if y'all can see it. This part of my leg felt like it was all the way to the right and shit. And I started limping, bro. Yeah, bro. I started limping, like I was limping as if I was like a 60-year-old man with a bad hip. And like my boy fucking Twiz, shout out to Twiz, Lil Earl and shit. He had to take me to the hospital, and like from that day, I was just like, yeah, like I'm cool off this shit, bro. That was like almost 2 years ago. So like, I've definitely like I've smoked
that's like
since
recent,
then.
low key.
Yeah, bro.
That's like
I've smoked like
recent.
twice, 3 times since then, like one hit type shit. But like, just to see like if the same shit would happen, and it hasn't, except one time, like right after, like maybe like 2-3 months after and shit. Just I took one hit and I felt it a little bit, but like
you taking hits post that moment though?
Yeah, bro. Like just to see, because like I just want to see, like I wonder like if that shit was like all in my head, like in the moment, or like
I feel like those thoughts would
like
drive me crazy. Like, bro, is it the weed or is it?
Bro,
I would drive me crazy.
Tripping out there. Yo, that shit was crazy. Yeah, like I mean, shout out to weed though. Like people who can smoke weed, like shout out to y'all, bro. Because if you can smoke weed and be productive, like a lot of niggas do that shit. That's what's up, bro. But like for me, nah. That shit not for me.
We'll put you on the CBD game.
Yeah, bro.
You have a track on your tape, which we're gonna get into next. Yeah, but we'll put you onto the CBD game.
Real shit, bro. That shit fire. That shit super fire.
We'll put you onto it.
Let's do. Oh, what put me onto?
Yeah, what put you onto it?
Fuck yeah, my girl, bro. Like, yeah, bro. She
So it was recent then. It was like on some like this year, last year type shit.
This year.
This year.
February. I think. Yeah, bro. Because like I said, like I really like smoking weed. I used to smoke a lot of weed, and like it was literally like a hobby. Like when I would think like, damn, like what do I like to do? Like the first thing would be like, I like to smoke. You know what I'm saying? But like she was like, yo, like you like smoking. And on some crazy shit, I did some research, and CBD actually reverses the symptoms of schizophrenia and bipolar disorder. So I was like, oh, like, so this shit actually helps, because like my fault, I just spit shit. But like this shit actually helps because it's like weed is the yin and this is like the yang. Like it's literally like the opposite part of the fucking the THC plant.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, or the marijuana plant, and like, there's no cannabinoids. I think that's the word, and like, there's no psychoactive effects. So I was like, all right, like if I can do this shit and still be chilling, like let me try it. So like I rolled it up, and like I just felt mad positive, bro. Like real shit. Like that shit crazy. Like I fuck with that shit. Like super heavy.
That's what's up. I knew there's a story behind
Real
the CBD
shit. Oh,
because
yeah,
like you
bro.
like I said you got Sprout and he's over here commenting it CBD
Yeah,
CBD
real rap.
and then I saw
all
your
day
track
for
so I
real.
was trying to hear like what is the CBD story
Facts,
and I actually didn't know those two facts though like
Yeah,
they really
bro.
actually help
I did
with the.
research on that shit, bro. Like I'm still doing more though, but like
It's always good to
yeah,
do your research, guys. And
facts.
if you're
Real shit, bro.
intaking anything,
Fact.
know your
You
shit.
putting that shit in your body, like know what you putting into your body for real, because like this the only one you got. You know what I'm saying? So love that shit again.
And then I mentioned it already, but you have another tape coming out.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You want to tell them the title? Did you announce the title
I
already?
didn't announce the title.
I'm chilling. I'm glad I didn't say it.
I ain't gonna tell you.
I almost left around and said it myself.
No,
I was
good,
like, "Ooh,
you good. I'm trying to hit that 1,000 comments though on the fucking snippet,
yeah." I peeped
bro.
that.
So, like,
Actually,
run that shit up.
that's. I'm gonna make sure I snippet this part. I'm gonna make this the preview. Go on to JP's post. He's gonna release a new tape. He needs 1,000 comments on his post to get more from it.
We have like 400 right now. So like
400. Go in there and spam right now.
Please.
I'm gonna clip this part. So if you're watching this is for one reason only. You're gonna go to his post on his page, tagged below.
Thank you.
And you're gonna go comment under that post until we get to 1,000. Fuck it, make it 1,500 just to make sure he drops that joint.
I will drop like y'all gonna see what happens. You know what I mean? Fuck with me. Like that shit. I got some shit planned for y'all.
That tape, I put a story up so people know we listen to it. And I gotta say, that's a tape that I would put on repeat. I didn't say it out there. I want to say it on here, but dog, it's almost as if you do it natural. Like you really hit every emotion. The first one was called Excited. Well, damn, I'm sorry. I just want to talk about it, bro.
It's cool.
But like you really feel the emotion that you're trying to portray. And now that I've had this conversation with you about like you're just trying to portray what you're feeling in that moment, it all makes so much sense.
Thank you.
And like to know that and then to know what you're doing with that tape.
Yeah.
It's something that you would put on repeat just so you can feel everything. Honestly. Sounds great. I mean, if you listen to JP, you know everything sounds great, but just to know that, bro, you go through it. I feel like you feel what you're saying. Also, a whole and then a roster of cool ass artists. There's only two on there I didn't know, but now I'm going to do my research because they were on there snapping.
Facts,
when it comes to like releasing tracks and everything, what goes through your mind when you're like, this is the track that I need to release. Like, this is the track that has to come out. You were talking about making thousands, recording all the time. So I can't imagine how much unreleased you have. But what is the decision process on this is the song that's going to go out?
So I actually just had this conversation like the other day. Like, what really made me realize, like, all right, I need to drop is like, I kind of just wanted to be in a mode, like in a certain form where it was like, yo, every time I get on the mic, I'm loving what I'm doing, you know, and the people around me, like they're loving what I'm doing. I'm at the top of my game. You know what I'm saying? Like it wasn't really about like, you know, picking the best song from then or picking the best song from then. It was like, it's about where I'm at now, you know, and like a lot of the songs that are on the tape, like them Jones are recorded this year. Like there's like a couple that were recorded last year and shit, but like, you know, shit that like speaks on where I'm at, you know, speaks on where I'm at and again, where I'm headed, you know what I'm saying? Like where I want to be and like just paints that picture. And like I'm big on like concepts, bro. Like I feel like a lot of people like nowadays there aren't a lot of like project artists. You know what I'm saying? Like who want to put out albums. Like, yeah, I have singles and like I have great singles. You know, I love my singles. But I think, you know, in terms of to really get the full effect of who I am, because I make a lot of different types of music, you have to hear it, you know, in a project, you know, in a playlist. And, you know, I'm also big on sequencing, you know, like this song coming after this song and leading up to this. And like I really look at shit like almost like a movie, you know, and it's like whatever fits, you know, the role of me in my life, Like that's the shit I'm gonna put out. Like for real, for real. Yeah, it's about knowing yourself, honestly. Fact.
That's definitely a tape where that message can be clearly portrayed.
Thank you, Joe. Thank you.
I can't say
real,
too
bro.
much, but like I think people will catch on to that message once they're fully engulfed in
God
it.
willing, bro. Thank you.
And like,
for real.
it's always good to be a supporter of an artist who takes that time too,
Fact,
just to
bro.
not
Yo,
like
real
just
rap.
drop anything. But it's also like I like to look at things from like a consumer point of view. It always makes a person curious when it's like, all right, but like these were the ones that dropped.
Fact. Real shit.
What am I about to take away? What am I supposed to take away, if anything?
But my thing is, I don't want like I'm not trying to give you anything to take away. I want to give it to you, and you take what you take. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, like everybody got a different story, bro. Like everybody going through different shit. Like I lost, like me, I'm coming from a point where fucking I heard about 10 people who died last year, lost close friends. Like I'm going through shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, and one thing I know for a fact is that these past 2 years, there's a lot of people that have been going through shit. So like, you know, maybe this shit can help you get through it and see the other side of the shit, bro. Cause that's what it did for me. So like that's really just what I'm doing. Like honestly, bro. Cause like I can't force shit down people's throats, you know, but I can give it to them, you know, and if they want to eat, they're gonna eat. Real shit.
If they gonna eat,
Facts.
they gonna eat.
Real shit, bro. Real shit.
I feel like they need to tear that tape up like some Bonchan.
Facts. Bonchan, yeah. Shout out to Bonchan. Yo, I still need my fucking I need y'all to fuck with me, bro. Basically, like real shit, bro. I done bought so much chicken at that joint, man. Like
I went there the other day and they were closed, bro.
Damn, what?
I was on some like late night, like after party shit, and
word.
I looked it
I
up
think they
and I
closed
thought
at
it was
like
open.
12 or some shit.
Yeah, and I went there at 1 a.m. because I didn't look at the open close time. I just saw that it popped up on my drawing, and from where I was at, I pulled up on it.
man.
I mean, at least I know where the spot's at now. But like,
it's two of them. It's two of them. Like,
I was in the one that was what is it?
Yeah.
West?
Yeah, I think
West
it's like University City.
Yeah,
near Drexel. That's my favorite John. Like I love y'all. Like real shit. Like,
I haven't had it yet, bro. But every time I think about it
every day, bro. Like,
every time I think about you, then it ends up leading to Bonchan. I'm like, have I not had it yet?
Shout out to them,
You're praising it that day, yo.
Bro.
That was the New Year's
show,
show, right?
Months, bro. Like, bro, even before. Shout out to Eli, bro. Eli 616 put me on the Bonchan.
Eli put you on the Bonchan?
Bro, he put me and all of HBC and whoever was there onto Bonchan, bro. Like, he was like, yo, because you got, like, I think he's pescatarian. And he was like, yo, I'm not gonna lie, I had these chicken wings though. And these jaws were crazy. And I was like, bro, what you talking about? He was like, yeah, bro, like, he said it was called Bonchan, but I thought it was called Pon Bon at first. And he was like, bro, it's called Bonchan. Like, it's a crazy ass chicken wing, blah, 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 blah. We tried to get it that night, but it was already like 1 a.m. and we couldn't get it. But we got it the next day. And bro, my life has not been the same. Like my shit went up, bro. Like Bonchan chicken has healing powers, bro. Like I swear, like even the water is crazy. Like the water tastes like it's from a cloud, bro. Like, and people say I'm tweaking for that shit, but bro, like this water, bro, yes, bro. It's like from like a Korean John, bro. Like that shit is like so pure. Like it's crazy, bro. Like
I gotta see the faucet that this water comes out of.
I don't know what the fuck is coming from, but that shit is amazing. Like I need some of that water, like in my crib, bro. Like coming out my faucet, like real rap. That shit fire.
See, now this is what happens. I had the conversation with you about Bonchan. I see, like you can see it in your eyes, bro. The passion, and now I want Bonchan. Where's the sponsorship for JP, bro?
Please,
he's over here preaching the Bonchan way.
Like I'm Bonchan. I literally called him one time. I was like, "Yo, I'm Bonchan Pierre." Like. Can I get a 10
Oh, piece? You had your Twitter, John.
Bro, that shit was like that for like a month, bro. Like, everybody was tweeting about. I screenshot it, bro. Like, shout out to Digital Crates. Crates told me, he was like, yo, screenshot this shit and bring this shit to Bonchan. Bro, I have like 50 screenshots of people talking about Bonchan. Maybe not directly from me, but I know that all the niggas that was there, we started this conversation, bro. And like, all I'm saying, like, bro, just give me some wings. Like that's it, bro. Like I don't care, bro.
For more than just the box of wings.
Like you know what I really want to do? I want to have a release party at Bonchan, bro. Like that's literally all I want. I don't want no bread. Like just give me a release party, give me some wings, and we good. That's it, bro. Because I already fuck with y'all chicken. I love chicken, and that's like some of the best chicken I had.
That would be a
I'm
wave,
always
low-key.
advocate.
You telling me there's a listening party with
At
fried
Bonchon,
chicken,
bro.
and it's the Bonchon joint? I knock out 2 birds, 1
Dude.
stone right there. Good music, good
saying.
chicken, good water.
Exactly. Come
Damn,
on, man.
bro.
It don't get no better.
You got me thinking I need to set this up. Like, I'm
Bro,
about
it
to
don't
make some
get no
phone calls.
better,
Like,
bro.
I'm about
I'm
to
saying.
vouch for it.
And like the vibe in that joint is fire. It's on some like fucking like Buffalo Wild Wings type shit. Like they got the TVs up, and you know what I'm saying? They got people like they got like the bar and shit. I'm like, yo, this shit is popping. It's in fucking University City. Like this shit
that's
tough,
a nice
bro.
spot too. That really is a nice
fucking
spot.
on some crazy shit too. The old Rec Philly, they used to have a venue right across the street. But
From the Bonchon joint?
William Street Common. Yeah, bro. They used to like do like open mics there, and like niggas came and performed. But I never peeped that Bonchon was across the street until later. But like, yeah, that shit right across the street on the corner and shit. That shit wild. Like real shit.
That's like when like the love of your life's like walking the other
Yeah,
side of the
bro,
street
exactly.
and you don't
bro.
even know yet.
Bro, I didn't even know. I've been to Bonchon for years. Like real shit. If I would have known, I would have got that shit done. Like shit would change my life. I don't need that shit.
Yo, I don't know what number we gotta call, bro. We gotta make that happen. No matter I think
But
about
Dave
it.
said fact. Dave was there. He know what I'm talking about.
He's
Facts.
seen it firsthand.
Facts. Real shit. Yo, Eli went crazy with them Jones, bro. Shout out to Eli. Yo, Stream Demigod too, yo. That shit is a classic.
Stream
like,
Demigod.
Facts, bro.
Go Eli
Like,
616 actually dropped the music video Moon Hunter. Go watch that as well.
Facts. They go crazy.
After you comment 60 times on his post.
Please and thank you.
A big question I want to ask you too, and this is like because you've seen a lot of aspects of the music scene in Philly specifically too, like you being a part of it firsthand.
Yeah.
The Philly scene now is definitely taking a beautiful leap. That's there's no better word. A beautiful leap. I've seen so many creatives that I worked with one-on-one through Phantom and Sprout. Those are like the bulls that are bringing me to Philly. I was not a part of the Philly scene. I'll give them their credit. Sprout and Phantom really tapped me in. But at first it was one-on-one. It was one-on-one because of the COVID times, and there wasn't really any events. There wasn't really any parties. I was hearing the tales and the stories about the underground things and the random venue spots. And even beforehand, I was with a couple DJs, and I would end up in I look like I'm walking into like an apartment building, and next thing you know, I'm at a venue on some 3 a.m. to 6 a.m. type shit. Like Philly was like that. But then it died off. I got to see, I met these bulls one-on-one, and now with everything coming back on, these bulls are actually coming together. And it's actually not even on some like new type time. It's always been like that. So the beautiful leap that I see is how the creative scene is so productive and sharing. And I was wondering, like, firsthand from you, what are you seeing that you're like really proud of, or how do you personally feel about the music scene in Philly as of today?
Honestly, like,
and feel free to shout out anybody you like.
Shout everybody out for real.
Go ahead, go crazy.
I'm probably about to go on a little tangent.
Go crazy.
Like, one thing that I see in the Philly music scene is that the people in the music scene finally see that there is a Philly music scene. And like that's heavy because like I don't think niggas peep like the history that we're making, that we're living. You know what I'm saying?
Living. Emphasize that, bro. Emphasize that.
For real. Like we're literally living in history, bro. Like, you know, there's certain artists that like I don't even know like super well personally. And I'll hear their story and like where they've come from and hear, you know, stories about, you know, shows that happen like HBC Presents and shit with Astro 8000 and, you know, a nigga like Fresh and fucking even going back to like Uzi and Tierra Whack, like hearing stories of like niggas like being next to them. And I'm like, damn. And then I just kind of like compare it to where I'm at now. And like there's certain niggas, bro. Like, first of all, everybody's a star, bro. Everybody is a fucking star, bro. We are the stars. We are the sky, bro. And like, I don't think, like, not even I don't think, bro. I know for a fact that like a nigga like Eli, bro. Like when I'm with Eli, I'm like, damn, like this shit is crazy, bro. Like I know Eli since he was 15, bro. I was probably like 17, bro. Like, or at least knew of him. And I remember seeing this whole shit blossom from him doing boom bap rap to now, you know, doing this fucking sci-fi rager shit, bro. Like this shit is amazing. You know what I'm saying? Like niggas are really setting the blueprints. Niggas are really like, putting these footsteps down. You know what I'm saying? Like somebody like HBC, people don't peep. Them niggas have been around for like almost 10 years, bro. That shit crazy.
I learned that on my episode with
Bro,
Riley. Like I didn't realize how long he's been in the game with
saying, bro.
HBC
Real
specifically. Like
shit.
they've been throwing shows, they've been doing the underground
Bro,
scene, supporting, showing how
It's amazing.
I respect that heavy.
Like them niggas is on the fader, bro.
I respect that shit heavy.
That's hard, bro. That's really fucking hard, bro.
Like those are the hardworking type teams that I hope one day I'll be able to shed the spotlight on, because they deserve spotlight right now. Like right now,
Like
to show
ASAP.
everything they're doing.
Like for real, because like you look at niggas like them, like they been working, bro. Like they don't deserve to be here right now, bro. Well, I mean, we in Jersey, but like they don't deserve to be like in Philly doing underground shows. Nigga, they did that shit already. Take them niggas around the world, bro.
Shit, they shared the blueprints just to show how much they did it.
And they're so open, bro. They teach, bro. Like me and HBC got real close in the past couple years, bro. Like, and like even deeper than music, bro. Just being a man. Like I fuck with the Philly scene, and like I fuck with Eli. I fuck with Sprout. Like I feel like they got the youth, and like Matt and OX gang, all them niggas.
Mm-hmm.
Like shout out to them too. Like I really fuck with them. We're from the same neighborhood. But fucking like HBC, bro, they're men, bro. They work. They got a crib. You know what I'm saying? They're paying fucking bills, bro, and they're doing this shit. Like a nigga like me, I think I met Trippy when I was like 21, 22.
Mm-hmm.
Like I needed that type of figure, bro, to really like, like, bro, like get your shit together. You know what I'm saying? Cause it's like, bro, like, I mean, we all going through it. We all get down bad, blah, blah. But it's like, bro, like we gotta be men first. We are men before we're rappers. We're men before musicians.
Emphasize that too, man.
That's real shit, bro.
Emphasize
like we're
that
humans.
too.
Like build that shit up. Cause at the end of the day, like, and that's the same game I try to give, because that's the game I was given. But it's like, bro, like that's one thing I love about Philly scene is like, it's deeper than just the music, bro. Like it's way deeper, bro. Like I used to pick Sean up. I used to pick Ann up. I used to pick Vance up. Like driving around, bro. Even from my crib now, I live like 35 minutes. Like I swear to God, if I burp one more time. But like even like that shit deep, bro. Like we've had moments where these niggas have picked me up from being down, bro. Like really like, yo, I don't know if I can do this shit. I don't know if I'm good enough. My mind is going too crazy. And it's like, bro, these are the niggas that are like keeping it together, bro. And they're doing it for each other too. And like, I don't know what other cities are like. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But like here, like it really feels like, like niggas is really close, and people really want to see the best in each other. And I'm tired of this whole crabs in a barrel narrative. Like dead that shit. Like dead it. Like don't even talk about it. Because that's the only way we're gonna fucking change is if niggas start saying something different. If you see something different, say something different. Like real shit. Because at the end of the day, like bro, we all working. We all working to do the same shit. And it's like, well, how hard are you gonna push the next man to work? And it's cool to like, get in the studio and make tracks and blah blah, but like, nigga, like who putting you onto the streaming game? Who putting you onto fucking, rollouts? Who's putting you onto, helping you build connections?
That's when you learn the
Real
difference
shit.
between the hobby aspect to making music,
bro.
and the lifestyle
Fact.
aspect to making music.
Fact.
It could be your lifestyle. It could be everything you're about, but there's more to it when you decide to take that route. Or it could be something you do for fun.
For real.
Without that knowledge you're talking about right now, without people who are willing to share that knowledge with good energy, because people will share that knowledge to downplay you. You don't know about this. You don't know about this. And that, that'll inspire you to go learn it. You know what I'm saying? It could be tough love, or it could just be hate. But to have people who are like, bro, you should know about this.
Yeah,
you should know about
bro.
this.
Positive enforcement, bro. I love that shit, bro.
And another thing you said, like, people need to dead that conversation about crabs in a barrel. I stopped looking at Philly that way, and the moment I stopped looking at Philly that way, I've seen what I've seen.
Yeah, exactly, bro. You open your
There's
mind.
power in the words, and there's power in like the energy you're putting out towards what you see, your perspective on the world. That shit creates the reality.
Fact. Exactly.
And you're speaking facts right now. Like these people are genuine people out here working and showing you that you can do it.
Yeah.
They're not trying to make it look like it's some unaccessible thing. They're not trying to make it seem like it's impossible, or they're the ones that did it because they were meant to be. Nah, they
Yeah,
put the work in.
real shit.
They treated the music like a
Real
9 to
shit.
5, and they handled the 9 to 5. They have
Exactly.
it together, and they have time to actually like enjoy it,
Exactly, bro.
have fun.
Like, bro, that's the whole point, bro. Like, don't like what Gucci said. He said you can have the sauce, you can also get lost in the sauce. Please don't get lost in the sauce. Just fucking like real shit, bro. Follow the path,
Yeah.
bro. Like, if niggas care about you, just listen to them niggas, bro. Like, my boss in my old job told me this. He said, bro, if you just do what you're supposed to do, life is so much easier. I said, damn, that's simple as fuck, but that's some real shit, bro. Like, if I knew that in school, I would have just did my homework. That's it, and studied and went to college. Like, the fuck, but I didn't want to because I wanted to fucking fuck around in class and write raps in the back of the joint. I'm supposed to be doing work. You know what I'm saying? Like, my life would have been easier. You know what I'm saying? Like, granted, college people go through shit too, but like, I would have at least, knew where I was headed and not had to do the crazy shit I had to do, like walking 5 miles to go to shows and shit like that. Like, bro, like, just listen, cause like, don't take the harder route if you don't have to. That's all I'm saying, bro. Like, if your shit can be easy, bro, take that shit easy, bro. Like, for real. That's why I always tell niggas, take it easy. Like, real rap. Like, when I leave, I'll be like, yo, take it easy. Cause like literally, like, bro, I don't want to see you struggle. I don't want to see nobody struggle. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to see
There's
motherfuckers
definitely
thrive.
like a line you gotta draw because you can,
Yeah.
make sure
Real
you're
rap.
happy, make sure everything you're doing is what you want to do.
Mm-hmm.
But like every plan A has a plan B.
Exactly.
Every great plan,
Real
every
shit.
great plan A has a
Mm-hmm.
plan B.
And plan B should, like, what I learned is to make plan B just still lead to plan A. That's it, bro.
Bang.
Because if plan A is your
Bang.
plan, then do that. But you gotta, if you got this point, now you gotta build the rest of the fucking pyramid, bro. Like, real shit. Like, you gotta build the foundation, bro, to get to the top. You can't just start at the top. How the fuck you get there? Man, you gotta climb, bro.
Yeah, niggas don't get born at the I guess unless you're like Drake's son or some
Bro,
shit.
but I mean, yeah, but like shit,
you
bro.
skip it a couple steps.
We don't know what he wants to be though.
True.
Like, I saw a video of him playing basketball. I heard he's studying LeBron James highlights. He had to shoot a basketball the first time. He has to learn. If he wants to be a ball player, he got to do these drills. He got to fucking, your dad is fucking Drake. You probably got access to LeBron James. Like, fuck LeBron. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to build, bro.
Got the same coaches as the NBA team.
Real shit. Even Jada Smith, bro. Jada Smith had to work, bro.
True. Jada
Like,
Smith started off acting and then he coincided it.
Exactly.
He did the acting and then did a song with Justin Bieber. I remember that shit. That was the Karate Kid, John.
The first song with Justin Bieber. That's a crazy.
But he uses connects in the right way. His music from that Justin Bieber time to now,
bro.
way different because he knew what he wanted to do. Bro, same, bro. Jaden, it puts me on my emo wave. Like, not on an emo like Sam Smith does, but almost on like some like higher self emotional wave.
Bro. Like artsy shit. Like, I love it, bro. Like, I think he put out the Cool Tape 3.
Yeah.
Like, that John got some of my favorite records from like for a long time.
Got Justin Bieber on there too, actually.
Yeah. Shout out to Justin Bieber. I love Justin Bieber, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro.
He definitely has my respects.
Same, bro. I was literally, fun fact, I heard his first song one time, like his first single, before it hit like 10,000 views and shit. So like, I've been.
Oh, you're on there first person.
Yes, bro. Like, I fuck with Justin Bieber, bro. Like, that nigga is tough. Like, I really fuck with him, bro. Like, he was rapping and like fucking singing, dancing, all this shit. I was like, yo, like, young boy nice. I mean, I was a young boy too, but I was like, yo, young boy really nice. Like, yeah, I fuck with JB.
Sprout said, we can't be doing it out of our mom crib. It's real people. I love them all. It's dead. I think that was about our conversation earlier about the Bulls moving out and doing it on their own and just, like locking down 10 toes on their life.
And I'm gonna be real though. I still live with my mom, bro. But like,
same.
My point is to get out of the crib, bro. Like, I don't want to live with my mom at 40, bro. Like, my goal is to get out of there within the next year, 2 years, whatever it takes, bro. Like, and to do it comfortably. I don't want to move out my mom's crib and have to come back. I want to grow the fuck up, bro. I'm not just trying to, like, you know what I'm saying?
That actually happened to me because I went to college for a year.
Bro. I know a lot of people it happened to, bro.
Then I dropped out and was like, I can't go home. Like, I felt like I couldn't go home.
It's scary, bro. Like, real shit, bro. Like, but that's why I'm saying, like, I'm at a position now where I can chill. Like, me and my mom are getting to a good point. So it's like, all right, like, let me chill. She's letting me live here. But stack my bread, get my credit up, and get a nice house, bro. I don't even want an apartment. I want to buy property. You know what I'm saying? I want to buy some shit that I can rent out to people, some shit that's going to make me money. Now I'm living for free. Shit like that, bro.
I want
Like,
some
why
shit
not?
like that, bro.
Yeah,
That's like
bro.
some next level shit, for real. For real.
Bro.
I'm money to the side literally for that reason.
Facts, bro. Facts. Real shit. Stay focused,
bro.
For real.
It's hard sometimes.
Right.
You look at it, you're like, damn, I could do something else with this. But like, you gotta think about long term. If you don't have that long term mindset, well, then you're gonna have a short term life, low key. Because the rest of it's gonna be trying to figure out, yo, what am I gonna do now? But yeah, yo, if you stay focused, as anybody, you stay focused on your goal, the long term and the short term. The plan B leading to plan B leading to plan A. Like you're set, yo. You don't have to stress. I mean, you'll have stress. You'll have things you gotta worry about. But as long as you see the goal.
Just keep following.
JP, share something that your supporters need to know.
I love you. Real shit, bro. And like the world love you. Like honestly, that's it.
It's all love.
Facts.
Good things happen.
Great things happen. Right.
Fantastic things.
Right.
And it's only up. Honestly, show me trust. If you see this, bro, in my mind, I need you here.
For sure.
I need you here next. Please, shout out Destiny. It's a friend of mine. I told her to tune in. She tuned in. She said, hey, loving it. Shout out you. Sally Red Eye on Twitch. She be gaming.
For real.
Yeah, Sally Red Eye.
Twitch, bro. Like,
fuck with the Twitch, bro. You be gaming yourself?
Bro, I only play 2K. Like, I'm about to get a PS5, though. Like, once I get on there, I'm gonna tap.
Where, bro? I'm trying to get my PS5.
Bro, you right, though. That's real.
That shit been sold out for a minute.
I might wait till, like, the summer. Or like later in the summer, maybe even like Christmas if I got to. Bro.
Yeah,
I just need shit to just chill for a little bit. Cause like I'm not trying to be looking on all these websites. Nah, bro. Like I'm trying.
They did say they're gonna come back, but they just won't give us an official release date because all these other resellers are just making bank.
Maybe like honestly, like if niggas can wait that long, like Cyber Monday. I know they're gonna restock for that shit.
That's true though. If you look at the history, every new station comes out around winter, like the holiday season.
Yeah, I never keep that.
Because that's when the parents and everything get the holiday bread to buy their kids who are going to be using the games.
They'll probably come up with like an updated version and shit too. Like
I think PS5 actually did drop. Yeah, like the pre-release dropped 2 months before Christmas.
That's fire.
It was Cyber Monday. Damn. Yeah, you right. You're right on the spot with it. Was that because my boy was like waiting that whole night to go buy it online. You had to literally sit on the website for the drop.
That's just super fire.
Damn, I'm a PS kid, so I could talk about PlayStation all day.
I think I had an Xbox.
Yeah, all right. So that's how we ending this. All right, cool. Never mind. We chilling.
I
be hating on the box bulls
for real.
I had an Xbox. I was originally on the original.
I got big hands. You know what I'm saying like the controller just felt better. Yeah, bro.
That's actually a big aspect.
Yeah, real shit, bro. Like that shit was like little as shit. Like
I
had the
PS4 is like that. And the Xbox is like
exactly.
Yeah, I can see where
real shit, bro. I'm like a giant and shit. That shit crazy.
So I'm gonna have to wrap it up. It's hitting that time limit. But JP, thank you so much for popping out.
Thank you for having me. For real.
Like,
appreciate it.
And honestly, because we weren't supposed to start till 6, so you were actually one of the first people to come early.
Oh shit.
Yeah, bro. Appreciate you.
Shout out to Cube, dog. Yeah. Shout out to M Cube.
I'm trying to get a set time for everybody, but guys, we're just living life. Like we're really just we're doing everything day by day. And this is something that is a platform just for conversation. Like you rush into your friend's house to sit down and talk.
Right.
Is that what you're doing?
Facts, bro.
So I'm not really rushing nobody, trying to have anybody in the set time. I'm just trying to have a conversation. And I'm glad you guys were here too. Thank you for those who were here beforehand, sitting and waiting for us while he played me his heat, unreleased heat. If you want to hear it yourself, there's gonna be a link under this YouTube video where you can click it to his post and just spam the comments so we can release that sooner than later. And I know you already said it, like one thing to your supporters, but any final words before we close out?
Philly support Philly. Like let's do this shit.
Big.
Real shit.
Big. Philly, you got now. You got now. I'm a Jersey kid, but I see it. I'm watching from over the bridge. Y'all got now.
Shout out to Jersey too, though. Like we all gotta come together, bro. Tri-state shit, like real rap, bro. But Philly, we gotta get it together first. I ain't gonna lie.
I was about to say the same thing about Jersey. Jersey's got some shit to get together first.
I don't know though. All the niggas I know in Jersey, them niggas going crazy, bro. Like Ish and fucking Ambiel.
I'm not gonna lie. I've been paying attention to them bulls. They are working, but it's a community aspect. I will say right now, if you're in Jersey, start working on getting connected to other creatives. We don't have the opportunities and the venues and the shows and the studios that are opening these doors for us right now to build that community. we have the ability ourselves to start now because that's what Philly's doing. They got now because of that shit.
Fact.
That's what we need to work on.
Real
Once
shit.
New Jersey has that
Keep doing
community locked in, bro, I
Absolutely.
can't wait to bring them over. And then
Absolutely.
vice versa, bring Philly to Jersey.
Fact. Real shit,
Philly
bro.
energy in Jersey, bro, will go crazy.
Real rap,
Niggas
bro.
moshing in Philly, bro.
Real
Jersey
rap.
kids are wild, bro. They
That shit
wild
go
and they just looking
crazy.
for a time to go crazy.
That's how we expand, baby. Let's get it.
Thanks again, JP. I appreciate
you.
you for coming on. This is going to be live right after this same link, so you can send it to anybody who didn't see it.
Bro, I'm gonna listen to it on my drive home. On some real shit.
When
Yeah, bro. I fuck with.
It's a little surreal when you first hear it back.
Facts. Real
Hearing
shit.
your voice and
Like,
everything.
my voice is crazy. Like, it never sounds the way it does in my head on the mic. I love it. Like, it's so amazing.
And now it's not even on some singing, auto-tune, and
Right,
not
real
auto-tune,
shit.
editing,
This shit
mixing
not
type
even
time.
mixed,
This is
bro.
just
This
the
shit
raw
crazy.
voice
Facts. I love
talking,
it.
having conversation.
That's what we need, man. Real rap. Shit amazing.
All right, guys. This is the Q Talk Podcast, episode 7. Signing out. I'll see ya. I gotta go click it out here, though.
But
And we are done.
but